This year, our family spent an incredible week at the RIU Palace Bavaro in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. Join us as we explore the resort and share the highlights from our perfect misadventure. As always, if you enjoy the video, we hope you like and subscribe. Our adventure to the Dominican Republic began on a cold and dark night at the Denver International Airport. And although we had a long flight ahead, we were motivated by promises of warm Caribbean waters. After many hours in the air, we were exhausted and ready to relax with a cold drink in our hands. Despite being physically drained, our emotions quickly turned to excitement immediately upon entry to the RIU Palace Bavaro. We found the lobby to be impressive, with a modern Art Deco feel, and the resort staff to be exceptionally warm and welcoming. The RIU Palace Bavaro is part of a massive complex, which included 4 other RIU-branded resorts, along with shared resources such as a casino, nightclub, and extreme water park. However, despite its size, with the resorts being broken up into 5 distinct locations, our family had no trouble navigating the services, facilities, and amenities, helping to make this a truly unforgettable vacation. After a quick shower and change of clothes, we were off to explore the resort. The grounds were pristine with well-manicured landscaping and towering palm trees. Then, it was a quick walk down the resort's main path as we were off to see what we'd been dreaming about, a white sand beach and turquoise waters.
Look over your shoulders.
Our attempts for a family photo were made in vain as the kids were far more interested in running their toes through the sand. We promised them we would return the following day and headed off to enjoy one of the resort's numerous restaurants.
Look over here, you guys. Let go of the lead.
The next morning, we enjoyed a quick breakfast and then were off to the beach. Seeking a relaxing vacation, spending the day at Arena Gorda beach was exactly what we were searching for. This Caribbean paradise felt as though it was straight from a postcard. By arriving early, we were able to find the perfect beach spot right next to the leaning tree. This oceanfront location was well shaded and great for people watching. We also found the leaning tree to be an ideal landmark and used it as a meeting spot where the kids would meet up with their cousins later that morning. Although not a major issue, we had noticed that some seaweed had washed ashore overnight. However, the resort staff was extremely diligent in their removal efforts. This left the white sand beaches in pristine condition and made the perfect building material for towering sandcastles. Over the next several days, the kids and their cousins showed off their creative side by building and destroying numerous sand creations. As parents, we loved the fact that we could sit back in our beach chairs and relax with a cocktail, while the kids burned off their excess energy with this activity.
What's up, dudes? Hi.
However, as much as we enjoyed relaxing in the sun, Mom and Dad couldn't resist the opportunity to act like a kid again and joined in with the sand creations.
Hey, who's having fun? Anybody having fun? Hey. Yeah. Cheers.
No vacation to the Dominican Republic would be complete without splashing in the warm Caribbean waters. The waves at the resort were big enough to be fun, but not so big that we ever felt like it was dangerous for the kids. And although it took a little convincing, we were finally able to get our entire family into the water for a much needed cool down after spending the majority of the day enjoying the sun. Equally enjoyable to our time at the beach was the time we spent at the resort's main pool. Located central to everything, trips to the bar, bathroom, and lunch buffet were just steps away. Being the heart of the resort, there was always something happening at the pool. Whether it was a makeshift dance party or a friendly competition, our family never found ourselves to be bored.
Shake, shake, do it.
The pool area never felt crowded, and despite our big family, we were always able to find chairs in the shade.
What do you want, baby?
The water was cool, but comfortable, and offered instant relief from the hot Caribbean sun. The kids loved to jump and splash, and never felt like they were disrupting other resort guests. Although life jackets were likely available through the resort, with brand new swimmers in the family, we didn't take any chances and made sure to bring our own puddle jumpers, floaties, and pool toys.
Who loves Dominica?
Despite our precautions for the younger kids, there was no spot in the pool that was much deeper than about 4 feet, helping to ensure our oldest son could touch the bottom of the pool nearly all the time. When we weren't splashing in the water, we loved relaxing on the underwater lounge chairs. While we were seated here or under the shade, the resort staff did a fantastic job keeping our drinks full. Not to be outdone, the kids were able to end a perfect day at the pool by enjoying their favorite frozen treat, ice cream.
What flavor is it? Purple? Lelo.
As much as we loved visiting the resort's beach and pool areas, perhaps our favorite thing about this vacation was the vast selection and high-quality food options offered at the resort. In our lifetimes, we have visited numerous all-inclusive resorts. Typically, after a few days, the food options begin to feel very repetitive. However, at the Riu Palace, that never seemed to be the case.
Thumbs up or thumbs down? No, we're not throwing dessert.
Between the buffets and numerous a la carte themed restaurants, we always felt as though there was something new to try. However, out of all the great options, the Monte Cristo buffet was always a family favorite for breakfast and lunch, with its tremendous selection of fresh fruit, newly baked pastries, cheese platters, and high-quality proteins.
What's your food, guys?
But when it came to dinner, we didn't miss the chance to enjoy the food from the resort's themed restaurants. Each day, we made sure to get our dinner reservations in early, guaranteeing that our large group could be seated together. We found each one of the themed restaurants to serve high-quality food, and we love being able to try menu items that we normally wouldn't order from a typical cash restaurant. One of our favorite dining options was the Geisha restaurant, which offered amazing Japanese food. Their sushi offerings were incredible, and we loved sampling the hot sake. Another family favorite was the steakhouse restaurant. The New York strip was delicious, and we were big fans of the seafood options, especially the lobster and the shrimp. But for dessert, it was back to the Monte Cristo, where the selection of treats was not to be missed. The kids especially loved the cotton candy station, which was certainly a crowd favorite.
Did you get two? How did you get two?
As much as we loved our servers at the restaurants, a special thank you needs to go out to the bartenders who kept our drinks full for our entire vacation.
What do you want? Blue?
Also deserving thanks were the activity coordinators who did a fantastic job keeping our kids entertained.
You need a shirt though, don't you? Woo! Get it, Diggs, get it, Diggs! Yeah, Foster! Woo!
One final highlight of our vacation was visiting the shops just off the resort property. We loved the Caribbean-style architecture and found this to be the best place for souvenir shopping. The resort's incredible amenities, fantastic food, and welcoming staff helped make this a great vacation. Our family loved our time in the Dominican Republic, and although it went by way too fast, we are counting down the days until our return for another perfect misadventure.